to New York, and then we're going to Los Angeles. We're gonna go.
Morning, everybody. Uh, I will be traveling on tomorrow, and I just wanted to share how I'm feeling about it. It's been over a year, about a year and a quarter, since I've been on an airplane and since I've gotten tested for the thing and a whole bunch of stuff. So it's very new. It's been a long time since I've traveled alone, probably 2 years maybe. So me and Yaya are going back to visit family for a quick visit. We originally planned to go as a whole family for a couple of weeks, but the situation over there is such that there's not much that I'll be able to get done or see, and things are still being worked on here, so I'm just going to stay home and hold down the fort. But I just wanted to let you guys know how I'm feeling. I'm feeling a little anxious, maybe a lot, but I always get like that when I'm about to fly. Think a lot of things. Anyway, trying to keep positive thoughts, but it is a little more complicated with the restrictions and all this stuff. So I just have to make sure everything's on point. Tomorrow I'll go and get tested and do that thing, and make sure you have the right this version of that. And then the most stressful part has been planning things with my friends, since I'm only there for 10 days with family and friends. I really want Yaya to see family, before she gets older and doesn't remember. Since she left, she was 4.5. So I want her to jog her memory, take a lot of pictures, do a lot of sightseeing, see some monuments in the city or whatever, eat some food, pizza, donuts, things she's been asking me for. And, have those memories, take lots of pictures with family and so forth. But making arrangements with people is just hard, like going back to, where everybody works. So they only have the weekends. So I have tasking. Hi. Hey. I'm just letting them know that I'll be traveling and how I feel about it. How do you feel about it?
Traveling?
Yeah, you gonna miss me?
I'm gonna miss you.
Oh, okay, he said he's coming now, so. Okay. So I'm about to go get my nails done, but I wanted to share this thought about going back. Is just for my child, like the culture shock part, because she's been here for over a year, and for a kid, that's monumental. Like I remember her as a kid, years last a long time, and so she's been free, running around, roaming free. When we go back, she's gonna be saying hi to random adults, and I'm gonna have to be like, you can't talk to strangers. And remember how it used to hurt my feelings when my little 3-year-old was saying hi, and you just gonna act like you don't hear? Like, it's so hurtful. As a parent, whatever, I have to educate her. Like, I have to reintegrate myself first, but like, I just have to let her know, like, look, Senegal is different. People may not be nice all the time here, and it's just a different culture. So, you know, but it's good. I mean, it's good for her to learn, but sometimes it make you nervous. Like, you want your kid to be innocent and full of life, but then on the same token, you want them to have street smarts too. Whatever happens, I'm gonna walk with God, and if anything goes down, I'm gonna have to pull out the camera and do one of them. Like, hey, I'm interested to see how I'll react in certain situations around different types of people. So I'll keep you posted. Hey, so COVID testing thing is done. We got our stuff, good to go. Everybody's healthy. So one less thing to stress about. Hey family, so it's getting closer to that time. I sent Yaya to bed just so she could sleep for a couple of hours before we leave, because we have a red eye, but it's really happening. Haven't been home in over a year, and It feels a little surreal, and I'm a little nervous, you know, just like haven't traveled on a plane at least in a long time. It seems like so. Just like going through everything, especially because it's just her and I. So, you know, she's gonna be asleep. I can't. She's big. She's too big to carry. God willing, everything works out smooth. The flight is smooth. Baggage, all that stuff, everything goes smooth. And it's such a quick turnaround trip too. But so it's like so much I gotta do in a short period of time. But it should be a good. Should be a good like. I don't want to say temperature check, but it should be a good like experience just to be there and see what it's like on the ground instead of the things you hear in the news all the time. And another hour and a half, maybe rest and shower and get dressed and be on our way. Ready for the airport? Okay, you said you had a great idea. Tell me what it is again.
I said, I can get some pancakes and donuts at my mom's house, and we can watch the movie Canto at there.
Oh, at Grandma's house.
Yeah, Los Angeles.
Pancakes and waffles are your favorite?
Yeah.
That's what you want to have at Grandma's house? And donuts? We're at the airport. Wave. Say hi.
Hi.
Man, that was the longest security check I ever had.
Yeah.
It was like, check here, check there, check at the gate, check again when you get inside the gate, check. Took a long time. So but we finally made it to the gate, and I guess they're boarding, so perfect timing. I will be asleep on the plane. Are you gonna be asleep?
Yeah, when it's 10 o'clock.
See you guys in LA.
To New York, and then we're going to Los Angeles. We're gonna get some donuts first, and pancakes, and waffles.
We're in New York.
We're not home yet. We're going to Los Angeles.
Yes, we are. New York. They're speaking Espanol on the PA. That's always a telltale sign when you get home. So, how you feel? You not sleepy? No? I don't know how she does it, but she's awake. I think this is our next show.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that don't look right.
This one actually is fun.
Yeah, I see it.
We are arriving at Terminal 2. Please take your belongings while arriving
It's
at
interesting getting back, like,
This train is for airline
it's like a good, comfortable feeling, but then at the same time, I'm reminded of certain things, and like, ugh. Like the people that worked on the flight, like, all seem to have attitude problems. Not with me personally, but just they weren't that patient with people, and like a couple of them were getting annoyed that people were asking them questions and stuff. And then when we landed, they were like, "Oh, thank you for flying with our New York-based team," and I'm like, "Oh, New York." That's why they on the rough edge. Like.
Please take your belongings.
I see the blue airplane.
What? This right here. I'm so excited about this. Ooh.
Egg.
Cobb salad. Ooh. Yo. So I'm back again. So many emotions. Like, I feel a sense of familiarity with, like, you know, things that I know, sounds, tone of voice, accents and stuff, languages that are familiar. So it's like cool. Then I feel guilty because I'm like, oh, I miss home, but I don't really miss it. But certain things bring me joy. But it's fine. You know, you can love two places at once. But somebody saw my mask And they was like, oh, sis, with the mask. I was like, you know. So it was like, you know, little cool moments. People being nice to my kid. I think I actually feel like living abroad has made me a better person and given me a more positive outlook. So like, well, living where we live, you know, because it's like, I think people are saying sorry to me and stuff for being in my way or, you know, needing to get by. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm cool. Like, I'm not chilling. I'm not stressing. And I think that's...
Want some popcorn? Here.
Thank you. I think that has to do with, like, the culture that we just coming from. Like, people take stuff easy. And so people are being nicer, I think, than probably because I'm being nicer, if that makes sense. Like, you know, you have that, like, big city chip on your shoulder and you're just like,
Yeah.
yum, yum. Okay. So, I don't know. Like, I just feel like I'm being nicer to people and all kinds of people. You know, not just, like, my people or whatever, but, like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm a friendlier person than I would have been, and I'm a little more outgoing and a little more comfortable. I think I'm carrying that with me, so anyway, it feels good. It feels good to kind of have that, like, stress-free attitude, especially in a place where people can get really stressed, so. You feel?
Good.
Why?
Because we're in Los Angeles and we get to get the donuts,
Huh?
donuts, and we're at Los Angeles and we get to get donuts, pizza, pancakes.
Mm-hmm. She's so excited.
You see?
You see? Look at his bag.
Say hi, Aisha. Nagadef.
Amadu Sawa.
Ahmad sister coming today.
Uh-huh. Look at your baby cousin. He got a little haircut and stuff.
Yes, he got it like 2 days ago.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Hanging in here, you know.
It's so... Black people, we the coolest, we the baddest, we the flyest, we the realest. I love y'all. Peace.